Have you ever walked into a room, feeling fabulous, only to catch a fleeting glance or a subtle sniff that makes you wonder, is that smell me? Oh, darling, you're not alone. That sneaky old person smell can creep up on even the most vibrant seniors, but here's the good news. It's not your fault, and it's entirely fixable. In this video, doctors reveal the 6 surprising areas of your body and home that could be harboring that unwanted scent, and the simple, heartfelt steps to banish it for good. Stay with me until the end because the final tip? It's a game changer that had me rethinking my daily routine, and it'll leave you feeling fresher, more confident, and ready to shine like the timeless star you are. Before we begin, I would appreciate it if you like this video. You can help me continue to spread the old age lesson. If you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss any videos. If you like this video, please comment number 1. If you don't like it, comment number 0 to let me know, so I can make a better video for you. Now let's get started. 1. Behind your ears and neck folds, a hidden culprit. Imagine this vivid scene. You're dressed to the nines for a cherished Sunday brunch, your favorite dangling earrings catching the light with every turn of your head, and a soft, stylish scarf draped elegantly around your neck. You feel radiant, ready to bask in the warmth of family and friends. But then, as your sweet grandchild bounds toward you for a loving hug, they pause mid-embrace, their tiny nose scrunching in confusion. My heart plummeted the day this happened to me. My granddaughter's innocent, unfiltered words, "Grandma, your neck smells funny," struck me like a lightning bolt. I'll never forget that moment. Mortified, I hurried to the nearest mirror, inspecting my reflection with urgency. My face was flawless, my makeup meticulously applied, and my blouse was crisp and fresh from the laundry. So, what was the culprit? I tilted my head and examined further, discovering the truth. Behind my ears and in the delicate folds of my neck lay a sticky, neglected patch of skin that told a very different story. Let's dive into the science behind this sneaky issue. As we age, our skin undergoes subtle but significant changes. One of these is the production of a fatty acid known as 2-nonenal, which becomes more prevalent in our bodies over time. This compound has a distinct, slightly sour odor and tends to cling to oily, hard-to-reach areas like the skin behind the ears and the creases of the neck. When combined with natural sweat, lingering traces of perfume, hair product residue, or even the oils from our scalp, these areas become a breeding ground for an unpleasant scent. It's not a matter of poor hygiene, it's simply biology at work. Factors like wearing wigs, scarves, or high-collared clothing can exacerbate the issue by trapping heat and moisture, creating an environment where odor-causing bacteria thrive. For those with longer hair, the problem can be even more pronounced, as hair can inadvertently transfer oils and products to the neck, adding to the buildup. The good news? This is entirely manageable with a few simple adjustments to your daily routine. Each morning or evening, take a warm washcloth and a small amount of mild, fragrance-free soap, something gentle to avoid irritating your delicate skin, and carefully cleanse behind your ears and along the folds of your neck. Be thorough but gentle, ensuring you reach every crease. If you wear wigs, scarves, or heavy hair products, consider making this ritual a non-negotiable part of your day. After washing, pat the area dry with a clean towel to prevent moisture from lingering. For an extra touch of freshness, you might consider applying a lightweight, non-comedogenic moisturizer to keep the skin soft and healthy without clogging pores. Since adopting this habit, I've noticed a remarkable difference. I feel lighter, cleaner, and more confident, knowing that those once overlooked areas are no longer working against me. Best of all, my granddaughter's hugs are now filled with nothing but love, no more hesitant sniffs or wrinkled noses. That small change has restored a sense of ease and joy to those precious moments. You too deserve to move through your days with that same confidence, free from the worry of unexpected odors. It's a small act of self-care that yields enormous rewards, both for your peace of mind and for the loved ones who cherish your embrace. 2. Under the breasts, a secret haven for odor. Ladies, let's have an honest, heart-to-heart conversation about a topic we don't often discuss out loud. Over the years, gravity has worked its magic on our bodies, hasn't it? Those youthful, perky curves have softened and settled, creating warm, cozy folds where skin presses against skin. Whether you're blessed with a fuller bust, a petite frame, or something in between, there's one area that's particularly prone to trouble: the skin beneath the breasts. This spot is a perfect storm of warmth, darkness, and moisture, a veritable paradise for odor-causing bacteria. I used to believe that my daily shower was enough to keep this area in check, but I learned the hard way that this hidden haven requires a bit more attention. Medical experts warn that the skin under the breasts is susceptible to a condition called intertrigo, a rash-like irritation caused by trapped moisture, friction, and bacterial or fungal growth. Left unaddressed, it can produce an odor so persistent it could rival the staying power of your favorite designer perfume. The turning point for me came when I realized that my standard shower routine wasn't cutting it. Here's the strategy that transformed my approach. During your shower, make a conscious effort to lift each breast gently and wash the skin underneath with a soft, clean washcloth and an unscented, gentle soap. This step is crucial, as scented products can sometimes irritate the sensitive skin in this area. Take your time to cleanse thoroughly, ensuring no moisture or residue is left behind. After showering, drying is just as important. Pat the area gently with a clean, dry towel rather than rubbing, which can cause redness or discomfort. On particularly humid days or during physical activity, I've found a few extra tricks that work wonders. Sprinkling a small amount of cornstarch, be sure it's fresh and uncontaminated to avoid any risk of irritation, or using a talc-free baby powder can help absorb excess moisture. Alternatively, try tucking a clean, breathable cotton pad or a folded piece of soft fabric under the breasts to wick away sweat, a tip I picked up during my ballroom dancing days, when staying fresh during a lively waltz was non-negotiable. The first time I shared this advice at my book club, the room erupted in a chorus of relieved sighs and knowing nods. "I thought it was just me," one friend exclaimed, her voice tinged with both embarrassment and gratitude. Another chimed in, admitting she'd been too shy to ask her doctor about it. The truth is, this is a universal experience for so many of us, regardless of age or body type. It's not a personal failing. It's just the reality of our beautifully unique bodies. By taking these small, intentional steps, you're not only preventing odor but also protecting your skin from irritation and discomfort. Implementing this routine has been like giving my body a loving, appreciative hug in return for all it does for me. I feel fresher, more comfortable, and ready to take on the day with confidence, whether I'm twirling on the dance floor or simply enjoying a quiet afternoon with a good book. You deserve that same sense of ease and empowerment. Armed with these practical no-fuss strategies, you can keep those hidden areas fresh, healthy, and odor-free, allowing you to shine as the fabulous, vibrant woman you are. If you are still watching this video and finding these lessons useful, please comment number 1 below to let me know that you are still watching this video with me. Thank you for your valuable time. 3. Inside your shoes. The silent scent saboteurs. Your footwear, whether it's those dependable loafers you slip on for errands, the orthopedic sneakers that cushion your daily walks, or the timeless Mary Janes you wear to coffee dates and casual outings, is more than just an accessory. It's your steadfast allies, carrying you through the rhythm of life. You might take pride in keeping their exteriors polished to a shine, buffing away scuffs and dirt to maintain their charm. But when was the last time you leaned down and took a cautious whiff of the inside? I learned this lesson in a moment of humbling clarity during a routine visit to my podiatrist. With a knowing glance, she pointed to my beloved Mary Janes and declared, "These are the problem." The words stung, and my face flushed with mortification, but her diagnosis was a gift in disguise. Our feet, home to an impressive 250,000 sweat glands, are tireless producers of perspiration, generating moisture with every step. This sweat seeps into the insoles of your shoes, where it mingles with dead skin cells and opportunistic bacteria, transforming your footwear into a breeding ground for a pungent, swamp-like stench that can linger unnoticed until it's too late. Thankfully, you don't have to resign yourself to smelly shoes or banish your favorite pairs to the back of the closet. Combating this silent saboteur is easier than you might think, with a few practical and proactive steps. Begin by incorporating baking soda into your shoe care routine. Each evening, sprinkle a generous tablespoon or 2 inside each shoe, ensuring the powder reaches deep into the toes and heel. Let it sit overnight, where it will work tirelessly to absorb moisture and neutralize odors. In the morning, tap out the excess or use a handheld vacuum to remove every trace, leaving your shoes noticeably fresher. Next, turn your attention to the insoles, which bear the brunt of your feet's daily output. Most insoles are designed to be removable, allowing you to wash them with warm water and a mild detergent, scrubbing gently to dislodge trapped debris. Better yet, replace them every 3 to 6 months, depending on wear, to maintain a clean foundation. To prevent moisture buildup, Make it a habit to rotate your shoes, giving each pair at least a full day to dry out completely. Ideally in a well-ventilated area or, even better, in direct sunlight, where UV rays can naturally combat bacteria. 4 leather shoes, which are particularly prone to trapping odors, activated charcoal inserts are a revelation. These discreet pouches absorb and eliminate smells with remarkable efficiency, preserving the elegance of your footwear. Since adopting these practices, I've noticed a profound shift, not just in the freshness of my shoes, but in the way I carry myself. I now step into any room with the quiet confidence of someone whose footwear is as impeccably fresh as their favorite fragrance. You too can transform your shoes from scent saboteurs into sources of pride with these simple, effective strategies. 4. Upholstered chairs and recliners. Your cozy culprit. Imagine sinking into your favorite upholstered chair or recliner after a long day, a steaming mug of chamomile tea or coffee in hand, the soft flicker of your favorite show or a good book creating a cocoon of comfort. This is your sanctuary, a sacred space where you unwind, reflect, and recharge. But beneath the cozy allure lies a truth that hit me like a thunderclap. That cherished piece of furniture might be harboring more than just warm memories. Over months and years, your body's natural oils, sloughed-off skin cells, and subtle perspiration seep into the fabric, weaving a subtle but persistent odor into the very fibers of your chair. I came across a jarring statistic that drove this home. A recliner's cushions, where we spend countless hours lounging, can accumulate more skin particles than a mattress, creating an invisible layer of organic debris. The realization crystallized for me when my daughter-in-law, during a visit, offered a gentle, "It smells like Grandma's house," her polite smile not quite masking the awkwardness. That moment was a quiet but powerful call to action, urging me to restore the freshness of my home's most beloved spaces. The good news is that you can reclaim the clean, inviting scent of your furniture with a few intentional habits. Start with a weekly ritual to keep odors at bay. Sprinkle a fine layer of baking soda across the surface of your chair or recliner, paying special attention to high-contact areas like the seat, backrest, and armrests. Let the powder sit for at least an hour, ideally longer if your schedule allows, to absorb trapped moisture and neutralize lingering smells. Then, use a vacuum with an upholstery attachment to thoroughly remove the baking soda, ensuring no residue remains. For a deeper refresh, commit to steam cleaning your upholstered furniture twice a year. Renting a steam cleaner is a cost-effective option, allowing you to tackle the task yourself, or you can hire a professional service for a meticulous, spa-like treatment that breathes new life into your furniture. To sustain that just clean vibrancy, consider tucking a small sachet filled with dried lavender, cedar chips, or a custom blend of essential oils into a cushion crevice or behind a throw pillow. These natural aromatics release a subtle, uplifting scent that enhances your space. Don't overlook the armrests, especially if your chair is upholstered in microfiber, which attracts oils like a magnet. Wipe them down weekly with a damp microfiber cloth and a single drop of gentle dish soap, followed by a dry towel to prevent moisture from settling into the fabric. When your furniture smells fresh and clean, your entire home transforms into a welcoming haven, and you carry that sense of renewal with you in every interaction. These small, thoughtful acts of care honor the spaces that hold your heart, your stories, and your moments of quiet joy. If you are still watching this video and finding these lessons useful, please comment number 2 below to let me know that you are still watching this video with me. Thank you for your valuable time. 5. Your closet. The fabric time capsule. Your closet is not merely a utilitarian space for storing clothes. It's a hallowed repository, a living museum where every garment is a thread in the rich tapestry of your life. Picture the flowing dress you wore to your high school prom, its fabric still whispering of nervous laughter and spinning under twinkling lights. The thick wool sweater that enveloped you during frosty evenings by a crackling fire, steeped in the comfort of quiet conversations. The worn-in shoes that bore witness to life's pivotal moments. First interviews, tearful goodbyes, joyous reunions. Each piece is a tactile memory, a relic of who you were and who you've become. Yet, this cherished sanctuary harbors a subtle betrayal. Even the cleanest clothes, left to languish in the dim, airless confines of a closet, can absorb a musty, almost antiquarian odor. This scent, dusty, stale, and faintly reminiscent of forgotten attics, clings tenaciously to fibers, transferring to your skin the moment you don your favorite outfit. I learned this lesson in a mortifying moment at a friend's dinner party, slipping into my treasured cashmere cardigan, only to catch her discreetly wrinkling her nose as we hugged. The culprit wasn't my hygiene but the suffocating stillness of my closet, which had quietly infused my beloved garment with an unwelcome, musty signature. To restore your wardrobe to its full glory and banish this olfactory sabotage, you must approach your closet with the care of a curator tending to a priceless collection. Start by fostering airflow, the lifeblood of a fresh wardrobe. Every few days, fling open the closet doors for an hour or two, allowing stale air to escape and fresh breezes to sweep through. If your closet is tucked in a poorly ventilated corner, consider adding a small, battery-operated fan to gently stir the air on days when opening the doors isn't enough. Humidity, the silent ally of mold and mildew, must also be kept in check. Place moisture-absorbing tools like damp-rid containers or activated charcoal bags on shelves or the floor, where they'll work tirelessly to maintain a dry, crisp environment. For an aromatic touch, tuck in cedar blocks or lavender sachets. These not only impart a subtle, natural fragrance but also deter moths and silverfish, those stealthy adversaries of fine fabrics. Dust and lint, the insidious architects of staleness, demand regular eviction. Arm yourself with a vacuum and a microfiber cloth, and commit to a monthly ritual. Vacuum the closet floor, paying special attention to corners where dust bunnies gather, and wipe down shelves, rods, and even the walls to remove the fine layer of particles that settle over time. If your closet has carpet, sprinkle a bit of baking soda before vacuuming to neutralize odors trapped in the fibers. For an extra layer of protection, line shelves with acid-free tissue paper or breathable cotton shelf liners to create a clean, dust-resistant surface for folded sweaters and delicate items. The hardest but most liberating step is curation. Your closet is a finite space, and clinging to every garment, however sentimental, can turn it into a cluttered mausoleum. Take a deep breath and evaluate each piece with honesty. That blouse from the early 1990s, with its bold patterns and oversized collar, may spark joy in memory, but if it hasn't graced your shoulders since the days of floppy disks, it's time to release it. Donate it to a charity, gift it to a vintage enthusiast, or repurpose it into something new. A quilt, perhaps, or a set of reusable tote bags. My guiding principle has become a beacon. If a garment smells like it belongs in a history book, it risks casting me as a relic. A decluttered, meticulously maintained closet is a powerful statement, a reflection of a vibrant, intentional you, ready to step into the world with confidence, poise, and a scent as fresh and inviting as a spring morning. If you are still watching this video and finding these lessons useful, please comment number 3 below to let me know that you are still watching this video with me. Thank you for your valuable time. 6. Between your toes. The tiny trouble spot. Let's venture into territory that's rarely celebrated but profoundly impactful. The delicate, often overlooked spaces between your toes. We've all been taught the basics of foot hygiene. Scrub your soles, rinse your heels. But how many of us were explicitly instructed to lavish attention on those narrow crevices where toes nestle together? As we age, our skin thins, and circulation becomes less robust, transforming our feet into fertile ground for fungal infections, persistent odors, and bacteria that can migrate from toe to shoe, from shoe to rug, and even into the pristine sanctuary of our bed sheets. I'll never forget the saga of my dear friend Doris, who embarked on a frantic mission to uncover the source of a mysterious, faintly cheesy odor that seemed to haunt her home. She tore apart her living room, sniffed every throw pillow, and interrogated her laundry detergent, only to discover, with a mix of chagrin and uproarious laughter, that the offending scent emanated from the tiny, neglected space between her 4th and 5th toes. Her ability to laugh through the embarrassment was a gift, imparting a universal truth. The smallest oversights can have the most pungent consequences. To keep your feet, and their far-reaching influence, pristine and healthy, embrace a deliberate, almost meditative ritual. In the shower, equip yourself with a soft, clean washcloth and a mild, fragrance-free soap designed for sensitive skin. Focus on each toe individually, gliding the cloth between them with gentle precision to dislodge any sweat, dead skin, or bacteria that might have taken refuge. This isn't a task to rush. Transform it into a moment of self-care, a quiet acknowledgement of the feet that have carried you through decades of triumphs, heartaches, and everyday miracles. After showering, drying is an absolute must. Find a comfortable perch, perhaps the edge of your bathtub or a cushioned stool, and use a dedicated, freshly laundered towel to pat each toe dry, ensuring no trace of moisture remains to invite fungal growth. On humid days or after a long day on your feet, elevate your routine with a drop of tea tree oil, a potent antifungal and antibacterial agent, applied with a cotton swab to each crevice. Alternatively, a light dusting of talc-free foot powder can absorb excess moisture and keep bacteria at bay, leaving your feet feeling crisp and refreshed. Your footwear and sock choices are critical allies in this mission. Opt for socks crafted from breathable, natural fibers like cotton, merino wool, or bamboo, which wick moisture away and allow air to circulate. Steer clear of synthetic blends that trap heat and sweat, creating a breeding ground for odor. Before slipping into your shoes, especially those well-worn favorites that feel like an extension of your feet, ensure your feet are freshly washed to prevent embedding odors into the insoles. To keep shoes fresh, rotate pairs daily, giving each one at least 24 hours to air out. Cedar shoe trees or moisture-absorbing inserts can work wonders, pulling dampness from the interior while imparting a subtle, clean scent. For an extra layer of care, sprinkle a pinch of baking soda inside your shoes weekly to neutralize lingering odors, shaking it out before wearing them again. Your feet are the unsung heroes of your journey, faithfully carrying you through moments of joy, challenge, and quiet reflection. By tending to the often forgotten spaces between your toes with patience and reverence, you honor their resilience and ensure they remain steadfast companions, odor-free, healthy, and ready to stride confidently into whatever lies ahead. And there you have it, my radiant friends. 6 simple yet powerful ways to keep that old person smell far, far away and let your true vibrance shine through. Aging is a privilege, and with a little love for these overlooked spots, you can step into every moment with confidence and grace. So, tell me, what have you learned today? Maybe it's scrubbing behind your ears, freshening your closet, or giving those toes some extra TLC. What's one thing you're excited to put into practice in your life? Drop it in the comments below. I can't wait to hear your stories. If you loved this video, please leave your comment below, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more tips to keep you glowing like the timeless star you are. Stay fresh, stay fabulous, and I'll see you in the next one.